Hello, welcome to Big Al's Eats. What I'm going to cook for you today is some black beans and rice. I'm doing this Cajun style. I didn't have any red beans, but I do have black beans. So red beans and rice, let's get started. I've got some Cuban pepper. I've got a Cajun bell pepper. These are little tiny bell peppers that are really spicy, taste really good. They got a piece of stalk of celery. So I'm going to go ahead and get all this chopped up and get ready to get it sauteed. Chop up a few of these celery pieces, nice small chunks. And then we'll chop up the Cuban pepper. I prefer Cuban over bell pepper. Cuban just has a much better flavor to me. So let's get to chopping. What I've done, I've cut this Cuban pepper in half, and I'm just slicing strips now, and then I'll chop those into little small cubes. We've got the Cuban chopped up. Now let's chop up this little Cajun bell pepper. A lot of the spice and a lot of the heat's going to come from this small pepper. It's really got a really nice warmth to it. This is, when I say Cajun bell pepper, it's not one that's going to burn you up. It's really a nice pepper to cook with. All right, we've got all the peppers chopped up. We'll set them in the plate right here to the side. And I'll chop an onion next. Let's get with that onion. What do you say? What I have here is just a half of a sweet onion. This is actually a Vidalia onion. So I'm going to go ahead and slice it into pieces and chop it roughly. Like I say, just slice it thinly, then a rough chop. It's all going to cook down here in just a minute when I put it all in this pot. Now we're ready to saute those peppers and onions. I'm going to put a little olive oil in this pan here. A little bit of olive oil. Got that on about medium heat. And now I'm just going to add the garlic. The celery, the onion, and the Cuban and the Cajun bell pepper. Add all that in and stir it around. And let it cook down until it gets tender. The smell is already just overwhelming. The smell is just wonderful. So we'll get this cooked down and we'll come back. I'll show you the next step in this process. While this is sauteing, what I want to do is add a little bit of smoked salt. I'm going to season this multiple times. So just add just a little bit of salt, a couple little grinds, and here's some coarse ground black pepper, fresh ground black pepper. And we'll stir that around. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to slice up the sausage to add to this mixture. And now I'm going to chop up this sausage. This is alligator sausage, and it is pre-cooked. I cooked some this morning for breakfast, and I had a couple of links left over. So what I want to do now, I want to split it in half. And then what I'll do is split the half in half. I'm going to cut this up in little quarter cubes. Cut it in half, and then cut the halves in half. And then you can just dice it up, little small dice here, little bite-sized pieces. And we'll do that to this 2 lengths of sausage that I have here. So let's finish dicing this up, and we'll add it to the mixture that's over on the Blackstone griddle. So here you have the alligator sausage, pre-cooked from this morning, and just cubed it up in little quarter-sized pieces, and just add that to the peppers and onions. And stir it around. That sausage has really got a really great flavor. If you've never tried alligator sausage, Check that at your local grocery store and see if they have it. If not, ask them to order it. Okay, we've got all that sauteed, got the sausage in there. Now we're going to start adding the layers of flavor with the seasoning. I'm going to start out with a little Cajun baked garlic blend, and I'm going to put about a quarter teaspoon of this in there. This the Cajun baked seasoning, it has no MSG and it's low in sodium. So and it's all natural. Everything is 100% certified Cajun. That means everything was grown and produced and packaged in the St. Landry's Parish out in Louisiana. But a little of this goes a long way. This also has a little bit of heat to it. So I'm going to add a little of that. And I'm going to put a little smoked jalapeno blend in, about a quarter teaspoon or less. I'm just going to sprinkle a little on the top. And I've also got a sweet Creole onion blend. Cajun Bait has 3 blends, and all 3 together create a wonderful, wonderful flavor. All right, and now to that, I'm going to add the Zydeco Chop Chop. If you've never tried this, this is a game changer. What's in this? It's all dehydrated. It's onion, garlic, red and green bell pepper, dehydrated celery, green onion tops, and parsley flakes. It's got everything you want in there. And I'm going to put about a tablespoon, a heavy tablespoon in. And we already have onion and bell pepper in there, but it's just another layer of flavor. And going to add a little garlic powder now. Okay, let's stir that around. That's looking good, and it's smelling wonderful. And now we'll add the rest of the seasonings. I've got some oregano here, and I'm just going to put a pinch of oregano in, if I can get the package open. There we go. Put just a little pinch of that in there. That's too much. I'll throw the rest out there for the fire ants. And I've got a little bit, let's see, that was basil, wasn't it? No, that was oregano. Okay. Now I'm going to add some onion powder. Just a little onion powder. Like I say, this is going to be layers of flavor. And I've got a little smoked paprika here. This adds a lot of flavor. Adds a lot of color to it also. And then on top of that, I'm going to put chicken bouillon powder in there. This one packet equals one cube of bouillon. Add that to that. And now I'm going to add 2 cups of water. Turn the heat up. What I want to do is bring this to a boil, let everything go together real good, and then we're going to add the beans to it. We brought this back to a boil. Now we're going to add the black beans. Like I say, normally I would use red beans. Didn't have red beans. I'm using black beans. Beans are beans to me. Let's add those to the mix. And I did drain these beans, and I added them to this. 1 15-ounce can of beans. Beans of your choice. Now let's stir this around, get it blended in. What I'm going to add next is 1 more cup of water, and then I'll add the rice to it. So that's 3 cups of water. I think we need a little close-up, show you what it's looking like. There you have it. Got a lot of nice color to that. Stir it around a little bit. This is going to be a great dish. Great dish right there. That's a good color on there. Got a little sunlight coming in, so it's probably a little bit difficult to see. So let's bring that back to a boil, then we add the rice. We're almost home, folks. We brought the mixture back to a boil, and now I'm going to add a half a cup of basmati rice. I'm going to pour that in. I'm going to stir it in and reduce the heat to a simmer, put a lid on it, and let it simmer until all the liquid is absorbed, or about 20 minutes. So stick around, we'll be back in about 20 minutes, and this will be ready to eat. It's sure looking good too, folks. I believe this is done. Let's give it a stir and see. Let's check it out. Yeah, that's fine right there. That is ready to eat. The liquid is cooked out. Got a little bit of gravy on it. Let's get a little close up. Let me show you what we've done over here at Big Al's Eats. There you have it. Black beans and rice. It's done. Let's get us a bowl. Let's taste this and see what we got here. It's going to be good. Let's go to the table and check this out. All right, there you have it. Black beans and rice, alligator sausage, Cajun bait seasoning, and Zydeco chop. Hey, y'all get in where you fit in. Let's give this a try. This is my first time cooking black beans and rice or red beans and rice from scratch. This is my first time. Let me tell you, I won't ever buy any of those box mixes anymore. The flavor in this is outstanding. The heat in it's just perfect. You can feel a little bit of warmth. And let me tell you, man, sometimes I amaze myself. Hey, from Big Al's Eats, y'all have a nice day. Get out there and cook you some red beans and rice, or in my case, black beans and rice. It's oh so good. Cheers, folks. Y'all have a nice day.